Hey guys, I know it's been a while, especially on this channel and all, but I do feel like I need to make this update, especially with everything that's been going on as of recently. The channel was supposed to originally not, um, it still exists, but it does. Um, at this current time, I am still in the hospital. Um, It's been rough, so to speak. Um, to put it simply, about January, pretty much the end of December, just a little bit after Christmas, I was not feeling very well, and I started to notice that I was a lot sicker than normal. I felt like I just didn't have the energy to do a lot of stuff that I wanted to do. It was affecting me at home, it was affecting me at work. I just felt so tired and so exhausted to the point that I went to the ER the first time, and what ended up happening was I was like, hey, these are the symptoms I've been having. And they said, okay, we'll take a look at you. And they did, and they were like, okay, well, your blood cell counts are low, you're anemic. And I was like, well, I kind of knew that because I've always had an iron deficiency. It explains the habits of me wanting to like chew ice and stuff. So at that point, I was like, okay, where do we go from here? And they ended up giving me a blood transfusion and said, okay, you're good to go. They thought I had gastral bleeding, so I followed up with my doctor, my primary care, and at that point, I got some more medication from my doctor and was like, all right, I'm going home. Went home, started taking the meds, and next thing I knew, I just started getting really bad headaches. But I couldn't take anything because they didn't want me taking over the counter, such as Excedrin and stuff like that, due to the fact that due to the fact that they were blood thinners. So at this point, I was kind of going through these migraines and all this pain, trying to figure out what do I do. I tried getting hold of my doctor, sent them a message, and it just took too long. So finally, I went back to the hospital, to the ER, and at that point they said, okay, well, your blood counts are still low. They gave me another blood transfusion, and at that point they said, okay, well, based off what we're seeing, we don't know if it's still gastral bleeding or not, but they wanted to set me up with a hematologist and move me to a hospital. So I did, and that was shortly after, probably around, I think, February 5th or 6th, something like that. And I went there, was there for a couple days, and they did some tests on me, and at that point they concluded, okay, it's not your stomach GI, you're not having gastral bleeding, and they did a bone marrow biopsy and said, well, what we're finding based off the results is we think it might be leukemia. And I was very much shocked, and I was kind of saying and hoping, I'm like, please don't be this, obviously. And unfortunately, shortly after I got moved to the hospital that I'm currently at, and it was confirmed that I have acute myeloid leukemia, and it's been rough. I'm almost out of here, but I've been having chemo, and I've been going through it as best as I can. I'm literally losing so much hair, and I had got it shaved too ahead of time because I knew I was going to be losing it, but I'm even losing more of my hair. It's literally just coming off in patches. It looks almost like a mohawk at this point. And if you want to know, it's not just the hair on top of my head. I've been losing hair in other areas, so to speak. So, yeah, it's kind of a shock. But the hardest part is that my life is going to change from here on out. I'm not going to be able to do a lot of stuff that I wanted to do originally. And it's rough, and the past day or two I've been kind of on down. I've still been trying to remain as positive as possible, but given the fact that I am in the hospital, and I've been here for nearly 30 days already, and going on a little bit longer, it's really tough. There's not really much I can do. I can go out and walk as long as I have a mask on, which I've been doing. I can watch TV. I do have my computer with me. I have obviously my phone. I have my Nintendo Switch. My drawing pad, even though I really haven't been drawing all that much because I just haven't been in the best of moods. So it's not like I don't have things to entertain. It's just I haven't really been all that interested in doing stuff like that. So, because you guys are those that still are subscribed to me or pay attention, still there, I figured you guys deserve the right to know what's going on. But like I said, I am almost out. Tomorrow I'm getting a bone marrow biopsy, and hopefully we get to see where that goes, and hopefully that'll be more positive, and hopefully that'll give us some more answers if I can go home a little bit sooner or not, or possibly get more medication, in other words, to kind of help push my white blood counts up. It's the only reason why I'm not able to currently leave the hospital, even for just a bit, is because if my counts aren't up, I'm essentially immune, or I don't have the best immunity at this moment, meaning I can pick up pretty much anything and potentially get sick. So that's kind of where I'm at, and I'm sorry if I look kind of not ideal. I know I haven't done a face cam in such a long time, but I figured this is probably best to let you guys know. So yeah, I'm gonna try to hang on as best as I can, and if you need me, I can answer the best I can in comments, or you can always hit me up on DeviantArt on LuckyGirl88. I will be more willing to answer there, or yeah, it's pretty much really the only other social media. I do have Twitter under Samich. If you can find me, I think I have it linked over on DeviantArt. Not quite sure, but yeah. So I thank you guys for those that have watched this video. Thank you for any and all support that you've given me, and like I said, I'm going to try to continue to fight this battle as best as I can, and hopefully go back somewhat to normalcy. But that's all I have for you guys, and thank you again.